All right, from here, let's get straight to the business of security. And we head to Oyo State, where that very disturbing development happened. We're going to be joined by the DSP Olayinka Ayanlede, is the police PRO of Oyo State. PPRO, thank you so much for coming on the program. If you can help us unmute Mr. Olayinka.
Okay, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good morning to you. It's a very difficult conversation because we're seeing videos of what played out with the teacher that was killed. But let's begin with basic data information, which has to do with how many persons have the police been able to confirm how many persons in total were kidnapped and the distribution of those persons in terms of what the number of teachers, the number of students, and all of that. Let's begin from there.
As at now, good morning again. As at now, we have a confirmation of 7 students and 18 pupils and 7 teachers. They are still missing. There are those who we can account for now.
That's almost 30 persons already from the number you've given about. So tell us exactly, from the information you've gathered, what happened? How did this happen?
No, thank you. The incident happened on the 15th, about 9:30 hours in the morning at the Yawata and ACLA community, both in Oriri local government area of Oyo State. The attacker, numbering about 12, came in motorcycles and simultaneously attacked 2 schools. And in one of the schools, we have primary and secondary school together, and the other one, who happened to be a private school, Baptist Nostrum Primary School in Yawata. And the attacker, having simultaneously attacked, abducted 18 in Yawata community, the Nostrum Primary School. They are also killing an assistant principal, Mr. Adesina, and a bike rider, popularly called a Okada rider, dropping their own motorcycle and cutting away with his motorcycle. While that is happening on the other side at Asian communities, Nostrum Primary School, they adopted the principal, who was Mrs. Alamo, and took a vehicle to the Sojourning Forest, where the vehicle was eventually burnt down. Immediately this report was received, the Commissioner of Police, Oyo State Police Command, CP Abimbola Ayodeji Olubenga, PSM and IPS, directed a massive manhunt in collaboration with other security agencies, and we've been on it. Of course, additional assets and personnel were moved to the area and the Sojourning community to ensure to further avoid or prevent a breakdown of law and order.
So some reports came through, some days ago that the kidnappers were trapped in the national park. How true is this? And if they were trapped within the national park, why has it been difficult to catch up with them and arrest them and rescue those who are still abducted?
It's still an ongoing investigation and an operation we are carrying out in collaboration with other security agencies to ensure that the perpetrators are arrested and the children are rescued on us. So I wouldn't want to delve into whether they are trapped or they are not trapped, what we have done or what we haven't done. That can jeopardize the ongoing investigations and rescue efforts. So I wouldn't want to comment on that, please.
Okay, then let's talk about what you can comment on. Within the time that this happened and when news came to you, we're talking about the abduction of 30 human beings. You are saying 30 now. Some reports are quoting 39. So 30 is quite a number. Moving 30 people from one location to another would require some exertion of energy and application of resources. Why did it take so long, for response or absolutely no response at all until these children and their teachers were taken away beyond earshot and eyesight?
Well, thank you for that question. And I would tell you that it does not take so long. For those who are familiar with the terrain here, the third community are deep inside the forest. They are not, of course, it's accessible, but not as common terrain that we know. So it doesn't take too long. Immediately the report came, the Commissioner of Police directed the area commander, Ogumoso, and DPU, to who have the DPU, has, of course, have been in the said forest ever since then, to quickly move his men, and the tactical team available and the Nigerian Army formations and Amatepo immediately also moved into the play. We are talking about a terrain where the community is actually backing a deep forest, the National Park. So the attacker know the terrain. Of course, we also understand the terrain with the local vigilantes who also understand the terrain. So it doesn't take too long. It's just that the children are with them, and of course, they are using them as cover. So we cannot act as expected, but we are doing everything possible to ensure that they are rescued or not.
You said this event happened on the 15th.
Yes.
So when did the police respond?
The same day. The same hour, this as it was happening, the immediate manpower were moved. The operation assets were sent to the same evening.
So how come there was no exchange of firepower and nothing could have been done to get even one person out if you had responded the same day?
Like I was saying earlier, you see, it is not as you think it is, because the truth remains that they have the civilians with them, they have the students with them, they have the teachers with them. Even if they were seen immediately, the exchange of fire you're talking about must be done meticulously, and it must not even happen because we wouldn't want to jeopardize or risk the life of those who are their captives.
So let's talk about what is happening from now. Of course, we're not going to ask you questions about operations to rescue them, but are they contacted? Are they making any form of demand? What is the latest information from the terrorists themselves? And let's be clear, who are these? Have you been able to identify who they are? Are they bandits? Are they terrorists? Which of the terrorist groups? You know, some of these classifications that are necessary, because I'm sure that will impact and affect how you operate.
Oh, thank you. But these are better kept internal, because, of course, I don't think that will in any way help the public now, as it's still an ongoing investigation, active crime scene and ongoing investigation. So I don't think that will help the public unite, whether they are bandits or they are nobody. But the fundamental remains that these are criminals, these are men of the underworld who are after our peace and tranquility in our state, and will not spare any effort in ensuring that they are arrested and prosecuted.
Mr. Layenka, it's important we know who they are. There's nothing you're going to say that is so special. We have seen bandits operate at this level of, this is pure terrorism. Calling it criminality is even trying to be euphemic. What it is terrorism, and this is a start that has happened. One of the concerns we have as a country, and worrying concern, is to the effect that the ease of mass abduction in Nigeria is too frequent, it's too easy. Under this leadership between 2015, in fact, since terrorism started in Nigeria, currently, the last time that happened, I think in Papri, also in Niger State, we had over 300 people, which is the record number. The last before that was Chibok, which was about 260 or so. So the issue of mass abduction is very troubling, and it's a pattern carried out by either bandits or terrorists. So there's nothing really special about the identification. But I did ask another question in addition to that, which is, are they making any demands? What are they saying, these terrorists?
Of course, many of your men yesterday witnessed when the governor held the excellency held the press conference with the security chiefs, and he, of course, he said the government is willing to listen to them, to that demand. Of course, we will not bow to terror. So that's, but I will leave it as that. We are working assiduously with other security agencies, the government, to ensure that these children are rescued or not. On the issue of naming them, like I said, it's an ongoing investigation. So I wouldn't want to preempt investigation in naming whosoever it is. Like I said earlier, we say it's terrorism, fine. But fundamental remains that they are criminals, whether they are terrorists or they are bandits, whosoever the group they belong to, we'll see to this and will not spare any efforts.
Just before we let you go, Mr. Yonladi, this school is in Orire local government, am I correct?
Correct.
The same local government that hosts the national park?
Yes, correct.
And so if an attack had taken place at the national park some months before, and then this follows shouldn't measures have been taken to reinforce security in that area? And I'm not quite satisfied if you say that the police command, operatives in that area know the terrain just as well as the bandits know the terrain. If they know the terrain, shouldn't the police operatives outsmart, the bandits in combing the forest and perhaps, ambushing them and getting them from behind? Because there are reports that police operatives are not quite familiar with that terrain.
I don't have access to that, your reports, but like I said earlier, and in the other one you mentioned, the attack that happened in January, which led to the death of 5 forest rangers. You also report that all of those responsible, all the 5 attackers were arrested and they're having their days in court. So when I say we know the terrain as much as they do, the security agencies, the local vigilantes, the Hunter, the Amotekun, the Nigerian Army, all of us, we are working together. We know the terrain. We know the terrain as much as they do. But like I said earlier, it is not as easy as you think it is, and it is not as you will say they could have been cornered. Even if they are cornered, they have human shield, and that's in itself. We need to be meticulous in our operations, and we need to be very, very careful as not to jeopardize or endanger the lives of those who are in the captive.
All right, we'll have to take your answer for what it is. But before we let you go, it would be remiss not to ask that you confirmed news of the teacher that was reportedly killed. Please confirm that. And has the police made contact with his family?
We have that's a video, and we are still examining the video and investigating the authenticity and the fact in the video. Of course, the teacher has been identified with the mathematics teacher, yes, but then that is not the service. All we see on the service is not enough. We are examining the video as well, and we have made contact with the family, like you asked.
All right. This is a very difficult time. If we had time, we would have looked at what the mappings will be going forward, because these guys are closing in faster than we think. It used to happen in Kwara, now it's happening very close, dragging into parts of Oyo State, the Ogbomoso area. Thomas, thank you so much for coming on the program. The DSP Olayinka Yanlade is a police PRO of Oyo State. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll take a break, and when we come back after this break, we'll switch gears to politics. Well, one of the gentlemen who threw his hat in the ring yesterday at the APC's primaries to head to the National Assembly in the House of Representatives, he has his own story to tell about what played out in his own area. Stay with us, we'll be right back.